Hey, before I kick off the podcast, I just want to shout out Next Door Clothing. Next Door, a clothing brand based out of Bondi in Sydney. They're making really nice jeans and shirts and hats. So go and check out their full range at nextdoorsydney.com. They're also artists, so you can go and check out a range of art. They put on rad parties, and I love what they're doing. So nextdoorsydney.com for the full range. All right, so let's give this another shot at the title. All right, Josh, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Take it away with acknowledgement of country.
Ooh, I would like to acknowledge the original custodians of this land that we are on right now. That is the Darwal Nation and Wadi Wadi tribe. Thank you. Enough respect. Let's go.
This is for Clementine and Otis. So shout out to Crush Organics CBD products. Go to their website, go to crushorganics.com and suss out their range of oils and topicals. This stuff is the best for recovery, reducing inflammation, relaxation and sleep. People have been going crazy on it lately. I've had so many people like using the THT code, and I thank you for your support, but I also hope that it's giving you some good health and well-being. So while you're at the checkout, use code THT for that 40% discount. Next up is Indosol Footwear, especially those people listening in the USA and Singapore. The weather is warming up and it's getting wicked good, so grab a pair of Indosols in time for summer. Use that code THT at checkout and you'll get a 15% discount.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Terrible happy talks. Terrible happy talks.
Yeah, good to be here, man. Whoa.
Three, two, one. Alright, do this. Today's guest is Joshua Greentree.
Hello.
Josh is a hip-hop artist, social witness poet, producer,
Correct.
event organiser, skateboarder, and much, much more. Josh is the co-founder of the Unomindz Hip Hop Collective, and he's an all-round rad human. So today...
Thanks, brother.
No worries, man. Today, Josh is with me in person and live from King Pin Skateshop to share his journey, experiences, challenges, and hopes for the future.
Word up.
Mr. Joshua Greentree, or otherwise known as...
Drum. JRUM. No D's, only J's here.
Yeah.
Welcome, brother.
Cheers, bro. It's a pleasure.
And it'd be remiss of me to not introduce everyone's favourite, my personal favourite co-host, Mr. Marlon Roche.
Hi guys, it's Marlon.
I like how you do that, kids, like preschool teacher voice.
It's the zone, man.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
Everyone catches your attention, like is it gentle, like
Exquisite.
put that down. Don't run with scissors. You can't roll it like that.
So you're one of those
rolling it
people,
backwards.
like you're one of those people that are good at everything. Like even being a preschool teacher, you could probably be good at that.
I would totally be a teacher, a high school teacher.
No way, dude. Don't be a high school teacher. So, Josh, man, I'm so stoked to have you on the show, man. We've been talking about it and we were hanging out the other night, doing some skating, shooting some photos, actually.
Yes.
And, we finally got on this. So, listen, I want to hit you straight up with a question.
Yeah. Shoot.
Why is hip-hop a creative outlet for you?
Why is a hip-hop a creative outlet for me? One of the biggest reasons, skateboarding. Growing up and hearing a lot of stuff, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, bro, really made my taste in music. And then also just growing up in my circumstances, I guess, I looked to hip hop to guide me in certain ways of life and my creative abilities. So now it's such a big thing for me just because I'm trying to give back to it what I got from it. So. Yeah.
Right, man. You are, and it seems like you are. You seem like you're so hardworking. But listen, man, do you know what? I'm going to put you on the spot again. Let's start the show a bit different.
Oh.
And let's hear a little track, man.
Yeah,
You want to wrap us in?
Oh, man, I'd love to. So this track here is Where I Belong. It's about this lovely place where we are now, Wollongong, what it means to me. And shout out to DJ Helix, my other half of this Unomindz Collective. And let's get it on the road, Shannon. Let's do it. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Yeah. Right on time. Yo. And I'm going, gone to the place where the beer taps flow on. I'ma dice his nightly like I might be slightly high and tipsy. Unlikely to get frisky. Got my homie tight with me at the pub, splitting a spliff is tricky, but not as risky as a 50-50. The Steel City skate rats are sick G's and Dick E's. Strictly got tricks with ease, light rig flip please. So I'm capturing steeds like Laxton and Reese, so graphing by Weesk, cause I'm trapped in these streets. The gone graphines can piece, clean like a new caprice. Of course I fight and forced to paint the iron horse and tame the wild beast. Stain the names at night while the miles sleep. They idling hours for weeks, compiling piles of files to eat. Insecurity is a viral disease, so it's vital to speak to the people that you meet on the street. Some can help complete a correct analysis of terra nullius, cause we're walking but no talking like sleep paralysis. And hearts are growing hard like some calluses, so we start to grow apart like opposing palaces. Here the averages, more divorce and marriages, so I'm bringing back the feeling like you Lazarus. The gongs are mixed between primal savages and conscious beings. The balance is freeing, the challenge is seeing negativity, then releasing positivity. So this soliloquy has a hidden key. Appreciate what you see and where you be living. Be thankful for your visions and use your intuition. Darrow nation, waddy tribe, white bodies, goddy ran the culture died. So hold your pride back and let your soul vibe to the track. Yo, right here is where I belong. 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 Yeah. South Coast is where I belong. Illawarra is where I belong. Steel City is where I belong. Right here is where I belong. Right here is where I belong. The place is called Wollongong. The taste is still is strong. Most kids they pull on bongs, but get your thongs, hit the beach in the heat. Get a bite to eat at Crown Street at night. Hear the town's beats. Local pubs and clubs and scrubs looking for love. Then above is the astounding mountain. These surroundings got my heart pounding. I start drowning in the scenery. I can't explain what it means to be. Still I see the pain and the misery. Nothing is what it seems to be. This land in which I stand is known for the steel industry. BHB, aka Steel City, the real nitty gritty. Shield with shifty kiddies and real pretty kiddies. Get a real schnitty. I deal for 850. Your town that's not your city, but the air's still shitty. So no kidding, G. I like to be hidden amongst the trees where critters can run free like rugby. And I'm as silent as Humphrey, cause nature is my therapy. So as it becomes a rarity, there I'll be breathing in and out singularity. Cause expansion is scaring me, so nothing compares to these sights that I see. Like staring at the sea from a mountain top, an astounding shot. The views ground me a lot. I've known a few who looked around and never found a better spot. So I'm happy I got the Illawarra. I feel the horror of scholars and collars that beg still and borrow for the squalor. I'll wake here tomorrow, so still I love her aura, and I'll explore her like Dora. Amazed at the flora, fauna and street corners. The concrete's cold, but I never felt warmer. The balance between concrete and dirt is a charmer. So put your palms and arms up. Right here is where I belong. 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 Yeah. Wollongong. Word. Ha. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're far too kind.
Love it, man.
Cheers, bro.
Yes, Josh. That was sick, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you. I freaking...
Dude,
Thanks
such
for the
a social witness poet, man. How does it feel?
Yeah, it has its perks.
So, like, let's get into it a little bit in terms of, like, okay, so you wrote the lyrics.
Yep.
And you wrote the track.
So, well, with my Unomindz projects, they're all collaborations with a good friend of mine, Aaron Johnson, aka DJ Helix. We would sample and make all the beats ourselves. So we'd actually sample vinyl, we'd pick vinyl, and we'd cut up beats together and create the beats ourselves, and then also make the lyrics. So the whole project is completely original. There's no outsourcing, except for shouts out to Caustic Yoga, the dude who masters all my sound.
That's rad. Like, how does it feel when you've created something? It's all yours. You can't, okay, sorry, we just got some thanks, Ty. And special actually past guest Ty Jeffery handing out
Jeffrey
the beers
beer
to
delivery.
everyone. Yeah, Ty.
My best
I'm the
mate.
beer man.
I love you, Ty. I love this man.
Dude, he's a good man. It was, how's it going, Tyler? Give us a little update. How's the injury?
Yeah, injury sucks a lot. Worst injury I've ever had by far.
Okay. What was it again?
It's a ligament, PCL ligament in the knee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been 4 months now, and I think it's so hard because I've never had this much time off a board.
Especially for you where you were at in terms of skating, you were skating really hard and getting some sponsors going on. And I've got Sam Giles waving at us in the window. All the past guests, all the THD past guests.
They're all showing up.
They're all showing up.
I'll see ya.
They're all it's the hub.
Arrivederci, Sammy boy.
Yeah, so it's good. And I'm sorry to hear about your injury, the PCL.
Oh, it's all good. Shit happens, mate.
Posterior cruciate ligament, man. I actually just tore my MCL.
Ooh.
But I heard it's the best one of the bunch
Okay.
to do.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thanks,
Nah,
Ty.
that's terrible.
Thanks, Ty. Just trying to...
It all sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, knees are no joke.
The knees, man.
I thought that, but ankles are no joke too. Because there's all the different angles an ankle can move. But listen, let's get back to Josh, man.
Yeah. My man.
So, Josh, man, it's so nice to hear something so original in this world of copycats. So,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Run your own book, lad.
Yeah, you could. So what got you started into hip-hop? What was your original inspiration?
So, damn, man. There's so many artists that I could trickle down the line with. But as I said, for me, games like Tony Hawk's really, that I played a lot of my childhood, really warped my taste in music, I guess, to the point where I always knew that hip-hop was around. But when I was younger, I was kind of more into rock and whatever was on Rage TV at that time. Eminem was always someone who stuck out to me on Rage. I could always I knew all these tracks off by heart as soon as they come on,
And the video.
Yeah. Always interesting. So it was kind of there, but as I kind of got into my teenage years, it kind of played the role of a father figure for me. So artists like Guru from Gangstar is downright Keith. What's it? It's Keith Kasim Alam. Anyway, Rip Guru, the legend. He is definitely one of the people that I look to the most for inspiration. And MF Doom, they played big parts in my hip hop walk and journey. And I guess those dudes, and seeing the way that they do their own thing. MF Doom is his own person, and whenever I hear him on a track, no matter who it's with, it's yep, that's Doom.
Oh, yeah.
That's Doom. I know his voice, I know his beats. And for me, I didn't want to just make something that was just 5 seconds of fame. No, I want to say something. I got something to say. So being myself, I guess, and giving back. So the reason why I do hip hop is giving back to that father figure that hip hop was to me. That's what I want to give back to the kids these days, especially with the music that's out these days.
Well, there's a couple of things I want to unpack after that.
Yeah.
So the first one being, you said, I've got something to say. Have you always felt that inside you, even as a little kid? I
mean, as a kid, my life wasn't abusive or anything like that. Physical abuse. It was just always a lot of loud environments in my childhood. So I'd actually spend a lot of my time out on the streets, skating and stuff, and just never wanting to be at home. So that's how the skating freaking became a big thing for me. But man, it's growing up and just listening to all this music. I'm sorry, I've forgotten the question.
I was just saying, well, yeah, has it always felt like you said you got something to say?
Yeah.
Like, and you said, have you always felt that, like, you know, you feel like you want to put something out in the world?
Yes. So, like, yep. I did feel like that, especially as a kid, because I had all these built-up emotions that I wasn't letting out. So I was getting out on the street and skateboarding. And then when I got with a younger group when I was about 16, 17, shout out to Drew Juicefer, it became something where we would just like jam in his garage, smoke some weed, play some Minecraft, and like freestyle on the mic with YouTube beats all day. And that's where it really started for me. And from then, it wasn't that I knew I had something to say, but it was more or less there was something about hip-hop that enticed me so much that I just couldn't put it down, and I wanted to conquer all 4 elements of it. You know what I mean? So for me, it was like having something to say kind of came in later on once I grasped the basics of rapping and stuff, you know.
Fundamentals
what I mean?
and the technical skills as well.
Yeah. And just, you know, reflecting on, like, I don't live in a place where people get robbed every day or have guns, you know. That's not the place I live. So I'm not going to go around like talking that stuff or glorifying that stuff either, you know. So
you said that like hip hop's been like a father figure to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you mind, like, whatever you're comfortable with?
Yeah,
but
dude.
Are you comfortable with like elaborating on that and telling us why? Like,
sure, bro.
Did you have a father figure growing up?
So, my mum and dad like split when I was like 3 or whatever. I have 4 siblings. We all have like different dads, though we see each other as like family. You know, it's like it was just different. You know, I had my pop around a lot in my younger days. He kind of like always lived with us, my mum's dad, and he was just like a top bloke. Like no one compared to him in my life. Rest in peace, Malcolm. I got him tattooed on me because he was like my other father figure. But yeah, my dad just wasn't in the picture when I was a kid. So I spent a lot of the time growing up around my siblings with my mum, and more or less I looked to certain hip hop because certain hip hop sparked something in me. I mean, there's rap to me, and then there's hip hop. You know what I mean? To me, there's a big difference. There's rap is sick and it sounds dope. Dudes have got mad wordplay and shit. But then there's hip hop where it's like telling stories and like being it's like a voice of a. It's like hip hop's like a voice for the unheard and the unspoken. You know what I mean? And for me, it's being growing up on this, like skating on the streets a lot of the stuff that it would talk about, even when I was talking about like drugs and all that jazz, and dealing with people and interacting with those environments, I felt like I had like a leg up on all these little kids around me. I'm like, yeah, you know, like, ooh, I'm watching out for this dude because he might backstab me or something, you know what I mean? I thought it was something that, for me, it was like, I felt like knowledge, and it was like giving knowledge to me, and so it very, very much played that role in my younger years, definitely, yeah.
Man, sick. It's awesome. Like, I know skateboarding's been a big part of your story, which is awesome. And you, like, I actually personally think you're like such an undercover ripper. Like,
cheers, bro.
I don't know, like
undercover spawner for sure.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, some people have raw talent, but they just let it come out when they want. They don't have, you know, held deadlines and sponsors to appease and whatnot, you know, like
Marlon's one of these dudes as well. Like every time I watch him at the spot, I'm just like, boom. But it's just like,
man, I'd take that, man.
I have fun it's like having fun, you know. I'm more about having fun skateboarding. I don't really care about stacking clips, you know. It's more enjoying the moment.
That's what stands out to me, you know. Like, I like that about all kind of, you know, there's that, and that parallels lots of creative industries. There's incredible talent that is just out of hand in comparison, you know, to the other things that are, you know, in the limelight. But, you know, like that kind of happens a lot, and there's people who chase it and who chase that light, and other people who do it because it's doing something for them. You know, you're talking about hip hop kind of acting as a father figure. You know, maybe it's guiding you, helping you forge your own path, something that, you know, a father might or that kind of figure might offer you. So it does make sense, and I can see it parallel in many other creative paths. So it's important to have that or find that, like you've done.
I definitely, I've been finding myself saying it a lot, dude. It's like the values and stuff of skateboarding roll over to like the rest of your life. Like, how many times do you freaking stack before you get a good trick, bro? Like, you're going to stack 50 times, but are you going to, like, go, oh, that's it, kick your board, I'm going home? Or are you going to be like, nah, bro, I got to stay here till I get it. I'll have a drink of water after I land it, you know what I mean? No, but it's like that whole, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I know I'm going to fall. I know I'm going to make mistakes, but that's how I get to the next stage. That's how I, like, land that trick. That's how I learn about, even when it comes to hip hop and creativity, it's like that's how I learn about who I am and what I like by just doing me and just trying to stick to the things that I like, you know?
Just like keep getting back up.
Yeah, exactly as well. Yeah. No matter how many times you fall, bro.
Have you found that in hip hop? You know, have you been trying to push for something and something's kind of fall apart and, you know, dampened your morale and, you know, you had to kind of jump back on the horse and switch things up? Like, you know.
Believe it or not, more times than, you'd think, because especially these days, like, no one, like, boom bap is, to me, will always live on forever. That's the kind of music I make. I love boom bap, that kind of era, 90s hip hop. That's me, bro. That's what I live for. The lyricism, no, like, you're not getting any better, you know.
So that's what's attracting you.
Yeah, and the lyrics and the heart, bro, and the soul, you know, the substance,
the stories.
Yeah.
Have you found, like, because you are very observational?
Yes.
Right. And I noticed that immediately when I listened to you, but has it made you, like, hyper observant in your everyday life? So, like, you know, you're cruising down the street.
That's a really,
you know,
good
like,
question.
is that how you're looking at the world? You're like, hey, look, there's a song in that situation.
Sometimes no, dude. Sometimes I'm just going to flow. Like, when it comes to especially making music, like, I'd get myself into these places where I was like, it's got to be like this, it's got to sound like that. But it's like, then I realized, bro, like, if I stop putting everything into boxes and trying to make it something, rather just let it happen and let it be and see what happens. Sometimes I'm so caught up in the process that I'm not really acknowledging shit, you know what I mean? But then other times I'm that observant and I'm like, oh, who's over there? What's this dude doing? You know, see someone walking down the street, like, I wonder where he's off to. Why does he look like that? Why does he have that expression on his face? I wonder what's going on in his life, you know what I mean? Like, I used to love sitting in the center of Wollongong, listening to beats and just writing as I'm, like, watching people walk past, you know what I mean? Observing, like.
You've kind of answered my next question, which was, like, related to, like, what's your creative process? Is it predominantly, like, you know, is it just freestyling, or is it actually, like, taking notes and then putting it into, like, a poetry style format?
There's no real format. Like, honestly, like, I approach things in so many different ways. It's like sometimes, you know, I'll get home and I'll just be like, oh, I'm angry or something. I'll just jump on my computer and I'll make a beat in like 10 minutes and I'll be like, yeah, sick, sounds dope, and leave it, done. Other days I'll sit back and I'll be like, oh, what do I want to portray? You know, what am I trying to get at? Some days, like, I got COVID recently, January, and second day through staying at home, right, I'm just like, well, I'm working on an EP, but I just got an idea for a demo. So I'm going to smash out this 3-track demo and then get back to the EP and work on it later. So I done that project. It's like in its stages of completion, just waiting on some album art. And then, yeah, it's just like, there's never the same process, never the same. So always different.
Like, every track's got its own sort of journey and story with it.
Yeah, dude.
And you just try to work organically.
So, yeah, well, because I've been making beats for like 5 years, dude, running Fruity Loops. So
what's Fruity Loops? Is that your
music
your label?
program? No. Okay. So Fruity Loops is a...
Do you know it?
Fruity Loops is it's good cereal. No, I hate that sugar. But it's FL Studios, otherwise known as FL Studios. So it's basically where you produce beats, you compose, sample, like, it's where the magic happens. That's my wand. That's my magic wand, Fruity Loops.
But does the magic happen in a dark bedroom all hours of the night?
The magic happens sometimes at night, sometimes in the morning, sometimes...
Is it a lonely place?
Ooh, no. It used to be. These days, no.
Why?
Days, no. So I spent a lot of time in my studio. I got a lot of backlog of beats, but some of them was when I half understood Fruity Loops and couldn't fully comprehend the program. So now I can do that. I've come a long way, but I've got a pile up of beats that I still want to use to make songs, and I'm working on old projects while producing new beats constantly. So basically I've got a backlog full of shit. No matter how much music I'm putting out, there's still going to be another beat. There's still always going to be something ready. I'm 20 steps ahead of myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for me, it's flow states. I'll get into a state. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling it. I'll sit down. And it's like a state almost. And if I think too much, gone. Has
your ability to identify a flow state occurring become more refined over time?
Yes. So as I was saying, it used to be lonely. Now it's getting more communal. And I'm starting to move with a community of people and like-minded creatives. So it's been getting out of that boxes, and I'm starting to notice, like, say for example, Ty came over to my house the other day, and we were just both in a good mood, and like freaking we sat down, hung out, we got the freaking beats cranking. Half an hour, 2 hours later, boom, we got a beat, and it was just like capturing things. Like I was making one beat, and then Ty was meant to be playing the bass for it, and then like he started playing something else. And rather than being like, oi, bro, like I'm going to record you, I'm just like, well, he's doing some magic right now. I'll just like, bro, I'll just record this. And, you know, it's just like capturing it, but also not interrupting it as well. So that when it's happening, it's like, oh, whoa, shit, actually I'm being recorded. Oh, I got to be professional. You know what I mean? It's like just capture, because a lot of the good stuff happens in the jams, but it's never recorded, man. Like some of the best stuff will come out of me even just having fun, vibing, freestyling with friends. And getting around the energy of creative people is like something that I've been found to be an amazing aid in my journey.
Rad, man. I love that. Kind of like when you're skating and then someone pulls the camera out and the camera becomes a bail gun straight away.
Bored.
So funny.
And also like skating alone and skating with people.
Yeah.
Sometimes with people you can get a bit more
You're like, yeah, bro.
bit of drive, bit of inspiration.
You seem to skate by yourself a fair bit. When you,
Yeah. No one skates around Shalava, really.
But like, I mean, do you find it hard to get motivated to throw yourself down a set of stairs when there's no one around?
Oh, definitely.
No. He'd be calling me. He's like, bro, I'm at Shahaba Movies, bro, at the 11. I've just got to freaking ollie it today, bro. I haven't like ollied sets in a while, bro. I just got to do something big, you know, make sure my legs are still there. I'm just like, bro, who the freaking heck calls their mate being like, I'm going out for a skate by myself, bro. I'm going to ollie this 11 set just to make sure my legs can still take it. This guy's crazy, bro. He does. He's lying.
Mans is out of control.
Yeah, he called me out. I guess I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, he is.
Respect.
I don't call him Danger Jeffery for nothing, right?
Really? Is that what you call him?
Yeah, that's what his name is in my phone, bro. Danger Jeffery.
In 2016, I was doing stunts on Snapchat. Went under the alias of Danger Jeffery. It's stuck.
I gave you that name.
Is that where it came from? I don't even remember.
Yeah, because I made the song about it, bro. Remember Danger Jeffery?
That's so right. I had no idea. You are kind of dangerous, eh?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
this is a dangerous dude.
Is that a troll, mate?
Skate fiend.
Skate fiend, indeed.
Skate fiend.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. I just want to go back a little bit to your history of skateboarding. Just let's get it out of the way. Like, how old were you when you started? What was your first board?
Yeah.
All that sort of shit.
Okay, so I was about 6. My brother was skating. Mum bought me like this freaking old like fish Kmart board that was like had the full plastics on it, like all around the back and the front, and like so when you like riding on the kick, it's like with the freaking plastic bubble on the. Yeah, it was weird. It was like some old school board, bro. And then my first like 2 kick was like some Spider-Man board from Kmart. Like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's straight up.
Marvel completes at all time.
Dude. It's crazy. How do they make them so cheap?
I wonder how the boardos came back to my feet. So Spider-Man powers, bro.
Wish you could only. I wish everyone had Spidey sensors for chalkies.
Oh, bro, that would be
a game changer.
Biggest gift. You're like, oh, bro, I can just like lean this way, completely dodge that mishap.
Can put some Tesla technology into the shoes, so it like
just
swivels for you like autopilot stays.
Is that right? Is that?
I could imagine a lot of ankles breaking though. I was trying to do that.
The wobbles like out of nowhere.
So listen. You like to perform, like, and it comes out in you naturally.
Yeah,
and I remember when I seen you at that Unomindz Hip Hop Night where I did a podcast with Stephen Ellis before the show, and that you organised that night.
Yes.
But I just see immediately you're someone who likes being on stage and in front of a crowd, and you a lot of presence about you.
Daddy issues.
No, I'm kidding. Have you got daddy issues?
No. I was just straight up.
I was going to ask that. I didn't want to be like sarcastic.
No,
it's okay
dude.
if you have. It's okay.
No, dude. I kind of. I came to an understanding when, like in my teenage years, that really my dad's just like the child in me. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a good understanding.
Like my dad, you know, he's just me. Like at the end of the day, like mom, you know, we're just the same kind of being replicated over times and halved. You know, half your mom, half your dad. We're just constant process. Yeah. But I just see a lot of my father in me, and I see a lot of like his actions that I can see myself doing, but because I know that he's doing them, I choose to be like, that's not what I'm going to be.
But don't you think it's a very interesting day when you do realize that your parents are flawed humans just like you?
Yeah, dude. We all are, man.
Yeah, they're not.
That's the beauty.
It takes a while to register it, though. Is that what you mean, Shan? Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, some people, they never actually really understand that they're just a human trying to deal with this world just like us. Crazy, man. You know? And sometimes they're doing it good and sometimes they're not doing it great, you know.
But
everyone's a work in progress. Baby.
That's it, man. That's it.
But I love what you said there. It's true. Yeah, you're part of your mum, you're part of your dad, and you've got that DNA.
But it's just that like my dad, we're good, bro. Like we're good now. We talk, we catch up and shit. Right. But it's like, for me, it was just in my younger years, bro. Like I just got used to that being let down. So like after mum explaining so many times, like, oh, don't take it personally, you know, he's just doing his thing. I'm just like, yeah, like I started, like my young mind started to understand, I guess, or try to understand the situation, you know, and evaluate that and be like, why is it like that? You know, so I was that very much kind of person. So I guess for me, it was like 16, 17 when I realized, like, yeah, my dad's just like me, bro. He's just a person.
It's rad that you realize that. Yeah, some people don't, and then they hold resentments.
If it wasn't for my dad, bro, I wouldn't be the muso that I am, because I think it's just in the blood. You know what I mean? Like, my dad's been making guitars since he was 15, like hand carves. Yeah. Really? So I think it's just something in my blood, dude. Yeah, bro.
Creative.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. If you want, I can send you a picture later on, and you can, like, I don't know if you can put it up on the post, but yeah, Dad hand carved his own guitars, man.
Dude, I'd love to see that.
Wood and electric.
Surrounded by creatives, like Marlon's an artist, and his parents are artists. Is that right, or your dad?
No. Mum and dad are very, very creative. Absolutely. Dad. I love particularly. Creatives. Man, we're in the zone, baby.
Yes.
Dad is particularly driven to creative practices. Yeah. But mum is also very creative as well.
Is she?
I would consider. Good. I mean, the best thing about art is that everyone's an artist.
What is it? Sorry,
having a quick vape break,
dude. Like, I'm just looking around. Like, Meg's vaping. Like, sorry, Megs, is that right? If I go public with that. Ty standing there like doing a vape cloud over his moustache. Like, what is it with this vaping shit?
Just can't go outside sometimes.
It's for looks, bro.
And then all I can smell is like pineapple or some shit.
Yeah, it's good. I think like this one is
it's nothing.
Cherry pomegranate.
I'm going to just say, I don't get it. Like, when people smoke ciggies, they got the ciggy between their fingers and they're kind of like got this steez about them, but there's no vape steez.
Yeah, there is unfortunately no vape steez. You are certainly right there.
The steez comes with yellow fingers. If you don't get yellow fingers from it, it's not steezy, bro. You need that tobacco.
I don't know. Anyway.
Tobacco amen to that.
Again, I don't know.
The age of the digital diaries is a terrifying age.
The future has landed.
Digitalized cigarettes. Digital world. Yes. No.
So listen, like, we just come out of like 2 years of lockdowns. How rad was that?
Oh, it was phenomenal,
bro.
So
good. Yeah.
I go through like mad hermit stages anyway. Like, I'm a pretty, I guess, extrovert dude sometimes. But then it's like, I'm just like, bro, I need to go back into my shell for a bit. Like, everyone leave me alone for a minute, you know? I go through hermit stages. And being able to skate during lockdown, I was like, is lockdown even happening? Like, I'm just out skating.
We were mad like every day, right? Like, literally.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, like,
it was. I don't want to take away from the severity of the situation that was lockdown.
Yeah,
however, but I kind of miss lockdown.
Fuck, I got good at skating.
We had to skating.
So many spots.
No busts, less busts.
Yeah.
Skate inside pubs, like spots you would think you'll never be able to skate were skatable.
Yeah.
Bring it
definitely
back.
Yeah, we were skating inside. No.
Let's get back. But listen,
not going to go there.
But I guess the question I was trying to build up to, man, this has turned out to be the hardest podcast I've ever done. But
sorry.
Anyway, it's all right, Josh. How hard was it being a performer during that time? Like, you know,
suck, dude.
Did you go online, dude? You know, there's like musicians doing online performances.
Actually, I did one. Yeah, I did one.
How was it?
Yeah, it was different. Helix it was through Helix. We went up to Sydney. This dude, Haiti, I think. He's got a brand over in like Bangkok or something. So we did like a little online show for his company and shares, which is pretty cool. It was different, but I just wish I didn't get so stoned before I performed. Because he said to me after, he's like, hey bro, like, can you just next time maybe don't smoke weed beforehand? I was yeah, no worries, dude.
What about the whole jazz cigarette thing? I thought
we did that after.
The old school jazz musicians would have a jazz cigarette before they played jazz.
What's
because
a jazz cigarette?
A jazz cigarette.
Is that a joint?
Marijuana cigarette.
Yeah.
I've never heard it called. Am I that? Like, is it really? I've never.
No,
heard
but that's
that.
like I thought that was an old term.
Yeah, it is an old term.
The Beanstalk Cafe in Thurl used to do a jazz night, and we'd have jazz ciggies on jazz night.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Man, how do you think the endless music happens, bro?
What was that like? What was that little extendable like tube they used to put on cigarettes?
It's just a filter.
What are they called?
I don't know. To make a straw not smell. It looks
so
like
your fingers don't smell. And
you can
it's
get some real fancy ones, like tortoise ones and like ivory.
I don't
ones.
know. It's interesting.
No,
but do you find like smoking weed before you perform?
I hate it, dude.
You hate it?
So
why do you do it?
So no, it was what I was doing beforehand, but like back in the day. But
you're out of that phase
these days. Yeah, like I am slipping back into a fade of wheeze. God help me these days. But it was like performing sober. You just bring this energy to the stage that you just can't bring when you're stoned. Like it's like I love weed and I love chilling, but at the same time, like, you're never ever going to be at 100% if you're stoned. You know what I mean? If I'm on stage and I'm sober, I know exactly what's going on, and I'm in that mode. Like, it's like I don't give a crap, bro.
Yeah,
like,
really?
you know what I mean? It's like, what at the end of the day, these people are going to see me, and they're going to go home, and they're just going to be like, yeah, it's just another show. You know what I mean? So back like. It doesn't really matter. But whereas I'm on stage and I'm stoned, I'm like, oh, dude, I really just stuff up, bro. I'll sit on it for a bit, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, when I'm sober, I'm just like, no,
makes you a bit more emotional. So if you feel like you make a mistake, you get more emotional about it. I understand.
Yeah.
That's a killer.
Yeah.
It was scary. I mean, I guess it's contingent. Like, some people would function like an absolute weapon. Other people just
like
turn
Snoop
to
Dogg.
glass. So that's what I'm saying, man.
Dude. But he's stoned like 24/7 though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to not think at all.
Yeah. That's it.
That's not a bad thing though, in some regards.
Yeah. That's what sober's been like. You just don't think too much.
I'm sure that would filter into your music practice as well. You know, like I hear a lot of artists talking about surrendering to their process, and you've talked a lot about your process being having an organic approach to your process.
Yep.
So I do like that, and I guess sometimes inebriants can assist and take away from those things. So it's a funny one, you know.
Yeah,
I guess it all just depends. But because if I was nervous before, like, there's no way I could be inebriated and speak publicly.
Yeah.
That would be considerably terrifying.
I like the classiness. Inebriated.
Yeah, but over the course of my life, I've watched a lot of people, like, smoke weed, and I've really realised that it definitely doesn't work for some people. Like, so for me,
dude, definitely.
Weed doesn't work, so I don't smoke it.
Yep.
But I've had friends who would literally smoke it every day and smoke a lot of it, go to work, go to their construction jobs and doing whatever they do. Like, it's just no thing.
Yeah, well, I was always a productive stoner.
Were you?
Yeah. Like, me and Ty would go skating, like, out in the streets, we'd be skating, like, around the streets all day. We'd just make a bong, stop, have a mix, and just keep skating. Like,
we smoke weed and go skating. It's productive.
Yeah. Well, most people just smoke weed and sit on the couch.
We went around a lot of places. We've seen so much, and we were out there living life.
Yeah, that's it. Can be a double-ended sword. It can take away from your abilities, and it can also just steal your time without you realizing.
Yeah, dude.
But if you can be outside and enjoying life, then you're doing a major thing right anyway. So
functioning
I think
stoner, dude.
Yeah. Like, even then, like, just going down the pub with all your friends, like, and making some memories. Like, don't get me wrong, I love sitting on the couch. However, it's good to go out and engage with some humans and put a bit of spice in your life as well. That always keeps things. And I mean, that's where I'm sure most people find inspiration for things. Right? If you're just chilling inside most of the time, you can be very, like, philosophical and introspective.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
However, if you get out there and, like you said, like you're, like a social witness, you gotta be out there witnessing.
That's right. Well, this is one thing. I took a break. I quit for like 4 months. I was sober and shit, and I was like, man, am I still going to be able to make music because I'm not smoking weed? I was like, damn. But no, it's irrelevant, bro. If you got a heart, you got the passion for it, it's always going to be there.
It's a willpower thing as well.
Yeah, dude, that's it, man.
It's so rad.
And some of the stuff that I made sober was like more alive and like than the stuff I was making when I was stoned.
It's good to recognize.
Yeah, you know, different.
I reckon sober's better.
Yeah,
personally.
bro, definitely.
In terms of just actually enjoying every ounce of this life.
Yeah, definitely. Dude.
That's my personal opinion.
In the long run, sober life.
Yes.
Dude. You just get. Well, I guess, you know,
these are good messages.
We're all still pretty young, so we're going to get a little bit older and be like, wait a second. My joints are weak.
What are you laughing at,
I've
man?
got to sleep properly and do yoga and eat properly and brush my teeth twice a day.
But I do want to define productivity, like what is productive, and I think, like, I mean, sort of Ty made reference to, like, oh yeah, we just went skating and stuff, and I actually agree. I think that, you know, like if you're out enjoying the world with your friends, like that's productive.
It's a beautiful
like what, grinding it out at a job you hate.
Nah, dude.
That's not, you know,
climbing the corporate ladder in your 20s.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people get pretty bummed out about doing that.
Yeah,
but I mean, again, like there are some people who have that drive for cash. Like I have that drive for the good times.
I've never met a really happy rich person though.
No,
I haven't.
never.
And I've met a few.
Never enough. Never enough.
Never happy. Gotta have more. Gotta get that.
Most people with power just want more power.
Gotta get that Beamer.
Gotta get that love and happiness.
Or as Joey would say, you gotta get that. What, Nissan Skyline or some shit?
Some sort of Skyline, some sort of turbo.
Some sort of driftmobile.
Some sort of...
What a kook.
How rare is it you hear someone say, man, I got everything I need right now. Like, I'm pretty good. Like, I do. I have everything I need right now.
You seem happy.
Yeah.
How old are you, Josh?
27.
Dude.
It's gross. So gross.
The wrong side of 25, man.
Listen,
I'm like 30. Shit.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a bit of a good time for an intermission for...
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
Not Marlon's trivia corner. I decided to can it this week. We'll go to it next time.
We weren't prepared.
I talk too much.
Okay. No.
Excuse me, man. I've got the spicy cough. Hey, listen. Let's listen to another track. Like,
yeah, sure, bro.
Do you want to bang out another beat?
I'd love to. So this is another one off Unomindz. This is Philosophy.
Okay, just let me know if this is the right one.
Shoutouts. Yeah, that is definitely the correct one.
Let's go.
Shouts out to Abe's Odyssey if anyone notices. If you notice, you notice. You don't, you don't. Hey. DJ Helix. Life is like a game of Monopoly. You race the game property. To me, that's strange. Like Abe's Odyssey, so follow me like a dream state. Feed hate and life seems great. Escape the everyday trap of working crap rap. Get back and relax. Imagine with John Lennon extending peace to the war veterans, mending the meek and sore brethren. That's the day we all saw heaven. Every difference accepted, colors blended, splendid. I awoke in this demented reality where I'm tormented by the fallacies. How can it be? Brothers and sisters, not enemies. No family trees, no canopies. So can we please get back to our roots? Cause now we just consume and pollute.
My philosophy.
Unomindz dropping it properly.
My philosophy.
And myself is all I gotta be.
My philosophy is to keep the shit poppin', showing you stupid fuckers how true hip hop should be. My philosophy is to keep the shit poppin'.
We like and comment to contribute while brute companies loot the land. Man, we stoop so low like damn. Good one, bro. An average Joe watching the flow of capitalism imprison our individualism. Now love, peace and wisdom is drugs, jeeps and women. I watch the bugs from the television creep in them children's ears. The buildings here are building fears to oil the gears of the machine. Dreams fueled by screens. Teens fiend for a scene to belong to. This is long overdue, dude. So what I'm gonna do is think for myself or sink into a capitalist hell. A buy and sell radiation, the catalyst mutating cells. The bar fell when we liberated Pell. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cheers, butter.
Should we give him a proper round of applause on that one? Or what?
Nah, bro.
Here we go.
Oh, here we... Thank you for too kind.
Nah, thanks, man. It's so rad. It's so good just to, I don't know, I haven't been out to see any live music in a long time, and I'm even just appreciating, like...
Personal live performance.
Yeah, I know. Like, these moments.
Like a little desk concert.
Tiny desk.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So I've got a bit of a deep question for you, okay?
Shoot, bro.
And, like, in your opinion, what do you think music and creative arts actually contribute to the greater good of society?
Oh, a lot, bro. One, an emotional outlet. Two, there's actually a lot of philosophy and knowledge that is containing within music that common words can't express, you know, and an understanding of self and the world around us. A lot of times, like, it's like so much knowledge in everywhere you look, and like with some music, bro, you can hear something, you'd be like, oh, damn, bro, like, he just fully explained what I was feeling, and I never had the words to freaking say it, but there it is. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like a growth thing, a relatability thing, and also like, man, I'm not alone in thinking like this. You know what I mean? That's someone else. That's to me, that's one of the greatest things that music does.
Yes, man.
But
yes.
It's a need, bro. It's definitely a need.
I love that, man. I really do love it. And like, I just think in our country, like, young creatives like are not supported enough.
Never, no.
And I see it in public education where budget cuts of creative arts are often the first to happen, and then that's actually like translates into other aspects of our society. So, you know, these generations of creatives coming through are becoming less and less because they're being pushed more into that more industrial, you know, consumerism, money-making,
absolutely,
you know, mentality. So, do you, I mean, have you ever felt supported in following your dream, or has it always been intrinsic motivation?
Depends. That is a very good question. I would like to say from my friends and my family, 100%. Like, I've got a community of people around me right now that I appreciate it for so much. Just friends and community that really push me to always do better. And
got it.
You know, ties that dude. You know, we don't sit down and talk about people. We freaking talk about ideas. So every time I'm hanging with this dude, I'm like, fuck, I just left that situation feeling like I've just grown a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I've taken something from it. And I think, you know, that shit. It's the cream of the crop, bro. It's the cream of the crop.
It's good.
It's the cream of the crop.
I just love what you said then. We don't talk about people. We just talk about ideas.
Yeah, bro.
It's good.
Yeah, well, that's how they come together, you know?
Do you watch much TV?
Nope.
Do you, like, sit and have YouTube binges?
Nope.
Do you play computer games?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Not even...
I play, like, sometimes, you know, like, go back to my, childhood. I play PS3, PS4, sometimes.
It's okay. There's no judgment here.
Bit of Skate 3.
Yeah, dude.
But
Skater XL, you know.
Oh, that's but man, I haven't...
You're not a gamer.
No, so I'm that dude. I'll get a game. Like, I was really interested in that the new game that came out, Cyberpunk, whatever.
Oh,
I got it.
Yeah, heard about
I got it, played it, finished it, and I was like, bro, I'm never ever going to pick this thing up again. You know, I was so obsessed with it for like a week, and I was like, oh, just a piece of crap now. You know, it's just, that's how games are for me. But there's a couple games that really, like I always go back and play, I think. Like PS2 games, like Mark Eco's Getting Up. My brother gave that game to me. It was like a graffiti game on PS2, bro. It's like full hell underground. Been in Australia.
You a Pokemon man?
No, dude.
No. Man, missing out.
No.
Yeah, man. Pokemon, I missed
I was Digimon when I was a kid.
Digimon, mad respect to
I
Digimon.
missed all that shit.
Dude, Digimon was huge.
You guys heard of Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, bro.
Now, that was a computer game.
That's a
arcade
proper
game.
Computer game.
I had Mortal Kombat. I had Mortal Kombat.
Rude boy. Sorry.
I had Mortal Kombat 2 on PS1.
Screw you, Ty.
I had Mortal Kombat 2 on PS1, and like, because I had some siblings, it's like everyone gets an hour on the PS1, and that's it. Everyone has their hour. So it's like, you know, me and my brother would be playing my hour, come and be like, bro, can we just play again? Is your hour? Like, you know.
What's the correct terminology then if it's not a computer game?
Video game.
Videos don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I miss...
Honestly, no, it was a... I don't know. You don't really hear computer games.
You
too much,
don't,
though,
you
to be
don't.
honest.
Yeah.
Computer game.
PC games,
Atari.
gaming. I don't know.
PC.
Have you heard of have you guys heard of Atari?
Yeah.
Is that
I've heard of it.
Atari, that's like the
manufacturing
first
company or
console.
something? Yeah.
The first home console.
really?
No. The first one was a Commodore 64, wasn't it?
I don't
Oh, the
freaking
Commodore
know.
64, man.
I would love to see one of them now to see what it looks like.
I've still got a Nintendo 64.
Have you?
Yeah. I used to
They
play
were
Nintendo 64 when I was a kid.
Nintendo Cube.
No.
Me neither.
Conker's Bad Fur Day Butt on Nintendo 64 was my shiz.
Here's the question though: do you think things go full circle? So I heard Jonah. He was in here tonight talking about
Yeah.
how he's seen a Nokia for sale, and it was like $1,000, like a retro
Brick style.
Nokia phone.
Of course.
But do you think things go full circle?
100%. Look at the skate scene right now. Whenever ever you seen so much baggy pants since like the year 2000s?
2000s.
Things cycle, bro. Things
90s.
cycle. Yeah.
That's what like Joey always gives me shit because like I used to wear baggy pants like in the 90s,
Yeah.
and like I thought it was a terrible fashion.
I love it.
And then I wear like tight pants, and all the next gen are going, dude, look at these little tight pants. So I've actually
tight
buckled,
things you've got
and
on
I've got
straight.
something a bit baggier,
Dude, man.
looking
and I
good.
feel weird. Like are they
they're good.
baggy
No,
enough?
they're
for me?
good.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Thank you.
It's
And I was like, I feel weird. I feel like an Oompa Loompa with like midget legs.
It's just one of those things. Now you see what happens now is that after you wear baggy pants for a bit, you chuck on like something that's a bit slim or tiny. You'll be like, bro, this make my legs look like chicken
Yeah.
legs. Like,
Yeah.
Shannon does
used
have
to
some
it.
particularly powerful legs, though.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen.
Thanks,
it
bro.
might be articulated nicely in the tight pants.
Just trying to show them off, man.
Yeah, it looks like a mountain climber with those freaking trunks. It's hectic.
Thanks, boys. Thank you.
good.
Yeah,
It's
I
good.
spent a lot of years working on them.
They're good, mate.
Anyway, listen. What's your long-term goal?
My long-term goal, it's a dream, a smoke dream. But hey, if to own land one day, be self-sufficient with a community of people around me that I love, including family and friends, and just like living off the land and making music somehow, dude.
Bro, that's way too much to ask for, right?
Yeah, especially these days.
Nah, man, go back to the. I like that. I like that a
I
lot.
did not expect you to
Yeah.
say that.
That's
I
the
thought
dream,
you were going
bro.
to say, like, I want to be a rap superstar,
No,
play
bro,
stadiums.
fuck fame. Stuff fame, like that.
So fuck fame.
Yeah. No.
The glory will take you dead or alive.
Sorry for my language, but yeah, no, I'm not
Okay.
for it, man.
How do you feel about fame, Ty?
Fame, yeah, it's I'm not too sure really. I think big highs come big lows.
Word.
Life's a balance.
You guys are so wise.
That's really fucking wise, Ty.
The thing is, like, the reason I sort of hit you up, Ty, because, like, amongst the Grommies and stuff, you know, you're, like, a bit of a, like, a, you're, like...
Wollongong's
like,
number one super
Yeah, like, the dudes are like, oh, my God, there goes Ty Jeffery. Like, a bit of a, you know...
Do you know how many times?
I get a bit of rap, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's like you don't give a shit, though.
Skateboarding as well. It's like, what? You know, it's just fucking.
It's because you love skating,
Whatever,
so
man.
so you're
Aiden,
psyched.
I'll tell you something that's whack, bro. Going to the skate park and then the boys be like, "Oh, where's Ty?" I'm like, every time, bro. Oh, how's Ty doing? I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I'm his best mate, but like, bro, how am I doing, man? No, I kid it. But yeah, it's very much like that, bro. I'd go around skating and people be
MC
like,
Shadow.
"How's Ty?"
MC Ty
good.
Shadow.
Yeah, well, he's my hubby. He's called my hubby for a reason, I guess.
Really?
Dude,
Is that how you got through lockdown?
Yeah, bro.
I wish Ty was my hub.
Good friends. That mustache does not feel good on the lips, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, we have kissed actually. Yeah.
Have you? Drunk?
Dude, I love
Junk? Not really.
kissing
Not
the boys is
really.
awesome.
I made a gay joke in front of a pretty sensitive
Yeah.
crowd, so I had to kiss him to justify myself.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
one of
good-
those.
I
That's a
think
good
it's
move.
the most politically correct thing you should do when
Yeah.
you want to
Nothing
prove
wrong.
that you're not homophobic.
Nothing wrong with kissing your friends.
That's right.
Have you guys seen that? You know, The Office.
Yeah.
Of course.
Have you seen the episode where what's his name, Michael Scott, the boss, wanted to kiss the gay co-worker in the office to prove to the rest of the office that he wasn't homophobic? It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Such a good.
Like I cry. I don't think I've laughed like that since. Like I cried. I was crying. Had a sore stomach. Had
How
a,
good
had a-
is
got a-
that, though?
Got a bellyache.
Isn't it funny? Like when you, I've found myself, you get a little bit older and you don't notice yourself cry laughing
Yeah.
as much. So isn't it nice finding the cry laugh moments?
When was the last time you cry laughed?
Actually, not so long ago, bro. I went on an adventure to Coonabarabran. My friend has property out there, about 109 acres. We went there with just a couple close homies, and like, I don't know how it came about, but y'all know like Tim Westwood freestyle shows.
No,
Anyway,
I don't think so.
he's this dude who runs these like hip hop shows, right? He gets like MCs on and they do like freestyles and he interviews them, whatever. But there's also a beat producer named Tim Westy who on all his beats he's like, Westy, is that you? Yeah. it's like his trademark shit. Yeah. So we came up with this joke and it was like we came up with this dude named Tim. We came up with this character, I guess, called Tim Westy, and it was like, oh, Tim Westy, yeah, is that you? Yeah, and we're all acting like freaking radio producers. So like, at like 1 o'clock in the morning, me and the boys, like, I had to crash out in the trailer because there was like. It was pissing down rain. There was like a puddle in my tent. So I'm crashing out in the trailer with the boys. All three of us are in there. It's like 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning. We're just like, Tim Westy, is that you? Yeah. And then we started talking about techies and it went too far, but it was like 2 hours of just burning laughter, bro. Like 3 o'clock in the morning. Wholesome, you know, one of those like wholesome moments.
When was the last time you cried?
Bro, I wanted to cry the other night when I had food poisoning, but I wish I could cry more, to be honest, bro. Like,
really?
Yeah, man. I wish I could actually cry more.
I love having a good cry.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Oh, man, it's so important. And you just get jacked up on endorphins anyway after. Like,
oh, let out so much energy. I just let it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have.
But I guess it's different outlets, bro. I have so many different outlets. It's like no real need. You know what I mean?
But like, crying doesn't necessarily mean you're sad either.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I'm talking like tears of joy. Like sometimes I'll have moments of inspiration and just gratitude for my life and the world around me that I just feel like I'll start to well up. Have I just said too much?
No, I've practiced.
That's why I'm just curious. It's like, you know, like it's a human condition.
That a lot, man.
It's a human condition.
I've been practicing exactly what you're saying a lot. No, gratitude. Being gratitude. Like there's a big difference when you wake up in the morning and it's not like, I got to get up, I got to do this. You're like, shit, I'm still alive, bro. I'm still breathing, bro. Like there's still food in my fridge. I've got a drink of water right there. I can walk still. I'm still alive. Like, you know,
you got your health.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There seems to be this perception of these days where it's like, there's never enough. I'm not happy until I have this, but it's like, you can literally find happiness by just finding things to be grateful for in your life.
Fuck, good message, dude. Because you know, honestly, like we're talking about what constitutes like happiness, and we're talking about rich people and stuff. But man, health is wealth. Dude. Have you ever known someone who's terminally ill? You know, have you ever known someone who's like, you know, even you're injured for a long period of time? You know, what you give to not be injured or not be ill, and it's like you'd give any amount of money. You know, so I think health is wealth as well, and I love that you advocated for gratitude then. Because I think we all need to do it.
It's just something that's been a practice of mine of late.
Why do you feel inclined to like just practice it all of a sudden?
Because it's so easy to get caught up in that. I'm not this unless I'm doing that, or I'm not happy. I'm not here until I've done that. And so it's like, bro, just relax. You know, take a breath. Like this point in my life, it's like I'm so stressed out of late. I'm like slipping up on shiz and like forgetting stuff, and I'm like, I should have been here, you know what I mean? But it's like same time, it's like just being able to sit back and just be like, I'm doing it, you know, like this is the process, this is part of it. Like, you know, one of the maddest things someone said to me once was like, I couldn't kickflip the first time I tried, but you know, I had to fail all those times to actually be able to do it. Like, you know, you're always going to suck at something when you start.
And then how good did that feel when you landed it? And it's just like when things come to you too easy, you don't appreciate them, you know? So I want to work for shit. I do.
Yeah, same,
and that's a gift.
Working hard feels suspiciously good.
Oh, yeah.
And you work hard.
I'll take that.
You work hard. You work long hours.
I try to put in hard to the skating as well. If I'm trying to trick, you just get to work.
I know you went to Sydney You went to Sydney the other day skating.
Yeah, just went to Waterloo. I hadn't been for like a good skate in a little bit, so it was nice. Just went up with Jonah and Callum and my friend Harry. That was really nice. It's crazy because of all the new skate parks. There was like 4 dudes.
Flairwear?
No. But
no.
one of Flairwear's good mates. Harry Needham. Big shout out to Harry Needham.
Listen, man, it's been epic. and I'm so stoked to have you on. There's no time limit here, but I do ask all guests to come to the podcast with a cause that they want to support or advocate for. It could be like a charity, it could be a social enterprise, or it could just be a philosophy, just as you advocated for before. But have you got anything for us today that you're passionate about and you want to raise awareness for?
Dude, I am a disability support worker, and I just want to say, like, freaking don't judge a book by its cover. Those people surprise you if you give them a chance. 1, 2, give all you got, because at the end of the day, it's better to fall and fail than to never try at all. And last but not least, be kind, bro, because at the end of the day, everyone that I know in this whole entire life is going to be dead in 100 years. So what can I do in that time? Live out of love. And I just want to share that philosophy, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes. Dude, who is this guy, man? Who is this guy?
In tonight.
Gospel.
You know how, you and Ty were hanging out the other night with photographer Peter Balmer.
Yeah.
I never really, I sort of knew you dudes, but getting to sort of spend a few hours with you and Ty, you're such humble, down-to-earth dudes, both of you, and it's just so refreshing, man, and I'm just so grateful for you, both of you, to be, young men inspiring the next generation. I think you guys are such great role models because you go hard, whatever you guys are into, you do it the best you can, and you're putting your bodies on the line, and you're also pushing and going, but also you're also kind, gentle humans, and I think it's so beautiful.
No, thank you.
Now,
brother.
there's one more thing I want to advocate for. It's this year, if you're turning 18 anytime soon, register to vote. We have a federal election this year. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but seriously, if there's ever been a time you need to fucking think about who you're voting for in this country, now's the time. So, register to vote at the next federal election, get on that shit now because it's more crucial than ever.
These people are going to be the future of Australia, so work it out.
Yeah, aka
disregard Ty.
Yeah, I don't like to be political on here, but fuck ScoMo. There we go.
Fuck ScoMo.
Merry crisis. Freaking drinking pina coladas while Australia's on fire in Hawaii. You did. No. Let's not go there.
He'll be floating down bloody Lismore anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, man.
People in floods.
Listen, bro.
You'll get troops on the road for COVID, but you won't send troops to help people in the flood, you dog.
Don't love politics. But anyway, listen, man. Do you want to, how you feeling? You got another track in you?
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah.
This is a first for the podcast. I have had people perform on here before, but not like this. This is the best.
This is a full fusion. I'm so into it.
So am I. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. So a little bit of history on this beat. This is actually one of Helix's first beats he ever made, and he was stockpiling through. We were checking him out, and I'm like, bro, I like this beat. I got some. I want to write something to this. So that's how this song came to be, and I hope you'll enjoy. This one is called Hermit, and
shout out Helix.
Shout out DJ Helix, the man behind the decks, magical scratching fingers. Helix. Be sure to check stuff out. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. I'm thinking of seppuku whilst you're playing Sudoku. Get what I'm saying, Goku. What we go through is what we grow to become. Your growth will stunt if you ain't learning. Stay determined, don't be concerned with the vermin. Watching the world burn, and as it's turning, you can complain for days, it just change your ways. Reject the systematic behavior and love thy neighbor. I can't save you, God's the only savior. So savor the flavor of a divine nature. The sun is a son of something greater than comprehension. I can taste the tension in the air. There's a chase for vengeance, laced with repentance for greedy intentions. The intervention was the invention of minds, rhymes and beats intertwined like vines entangled in your spine. So unwind and untangle your mind. There's a new angle to find, whether a triangle or a rectangle. They're just combined lines of one kind, one God, one world, one people. Everyone is equal, different life, same sequel. Be nice and refrain from evil. The pain is transparent like rain see through. So let the sun shine through. Yes, I see you. Yeah, I'm blessed to be who I am. I'm just a man, mankind, design, but it's divine, God of time, huh? Yeah. Make sure to check out Unomindz on all platforms. That is UNOMINDZ. Spotify, YouTube. Check it. I'm going to be coming out some solo stuff too, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, buddy. Yeah. You. Mr. Joshua Greentree, everybody.
That's right.
Thanks, Marlon. Thanks, Ty. Love
Thank you.
Rap over that one.
Yeah. About to take a walk. I be seeing with my bird eye view. I guess I'm a hawk, but I'm just writing chalk like I am Stephen Hawke. But I don't need no wheelchair. I won't even walk. Need a stalk? Nah, I'm Jack. Gotten the bean, and I know that it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Cause it's like chromatically. I could put it down dramatically and tragically lose the key like I was playing off Z. Playing sloppily like a drunk game of Monopoly. Man, I think I didn't say it properly, but hey, it doesn't matter because it's a robbery, taking everything I got like damn, it's Godfrey the vacuumer. I come in with the cumin like he's even human. Watch what I'm doing, I'm about to put it to ruin, and I'm pursuing my dream because I'm renewing my soul with all I got is this inner gold that I can exchange you, and then you can evolve so we can all dissolve this ego, because I see that we go down like Play-Doh, but I'm talking philosophies like Play-Doh, molding it like Play-Doh, because I don't need dough, bro. What I mean is that I need the flow so it can grow when I sow seeds. Please leave me a note and leave me the key so I can leave at the back door from King Pin G. Terrible Happy Talks, Marlon, King Pin. Shout out to Helix. Shout out to Anonymous Empire, everybody. Let's go!
Yeah!
Freestyles.
Fuck yeah.
No.